Picture this. I'm standing at the edge of my kitchen counter, the morning light spilling through the window like liquid gold, catching the steam rising from my coffee mug in a slow, hypnotic dance. My name's Emily Harper. I'm 30, and this is the rhythm of my life, a quiet, steady beat in a suburban home just outside Chicago. I've been married to Ryan Harper for 5 years now. He's 32 with this effortless, boyish charm that still makes my heart skip sometimes, always ready with a playful quip, though I swear his carefree nature might be the death of me one day. We met back in college, hunched over textbooks in the library until the wee hours, and somehow we turned those sleepless nights into a life together. Our little house, with its creaky floors and mismatched furniture, feels like a safe haven most days. Ryan's still in bed as I sip my coffee, probably scrolling through his phone, chuckling at some meme or video. I can hear the faint sound of his laughter through the walls, and it tugs a small smile out of me. This is us. Mornings like clockwork, me brewing coffee while he eases into the day, the comfort of routine wrapping around us like a warm blanket. But if I'm honest, there's a tiny itch beneath my skin, a whisper of something missing. I don't know what it is, not yet, but it's there, a quiet restlessness, a craving for a spark to break the monotony of our predictable days. Then there's Jake Miller, Ryan's best friend since forever, also 32, who's been a fixture in our lives since before I even came into the picture. Here I am, standing in front of my bedroom mirror on a buzzing Friday evening, the kind of night that feels like it's holding its breath, waiting for something big. I'm slipping into a sleek black dress I haven't touched in years, the fabric clinging to my curves like a long-lost memory. It's tighter than I remember, hugging every inch of me in a way that sends a thrill down my spine. I feel younger, bolder, like I've shed the weight of routine for just a moment. I grab a tube of bold red lipstick, painting my lips with a daring swipe, and let my dark hair fall in loose, untamed waves over my shoulders. The reflection staring back at me isn't just Emily Harper, the suburban wife. It's someone electric, someone ready to ignite. Behind me, Ryan's tugging on a casual button-up shirt, the sleeves rolled up just enough to show off his forearms. He catches my eye in the mirror and grins, tossing out a playful jab about how we're probably too old to be hitting up clubs. But then he puffs out his chest, hyping himself up with a mock-serious tone, saying we've still got it. His laughter bounces around the room, warm and familiar, melting away the nervous flutter in my chest. For a split second, as he flashes that lopsided smile, I see the carefree college boy I fell for all those years ago, the one who could talk me into anything with just a look. We head downstairs, the anticipation building with every step, and right on cue, I hear the roar of an engine outside. Jake's here to pick us up, rolling up in his flashy car, the kind that turns heads without even trying. The bass from Neon Pulse is already vibrating through my chest as we step inside, the air thick with sweat and the sharp tang of spilled drinks. It's been about an hour since we got here, and I'm watching Ryan with a growing knot in my stomach. He's at the bar, slurring his words, his laughter too loud as he downs another shot, the glass slamming down with a reckless clink. I step closer, tugging at his arm, my voice light but laced with worry, trying to get him to slow down. I force a nervous laugh, hoping he'll catch the hint, but he just waves me off, his grin sloppy as he mumbles that he's fine, and orders another round. My heart sinks a little. He's not fine, not even close. Before I can say more, his knees buckle, and he stumbles hard, crashing down under the bar counter with a dull thud. My breath catches in my throat as I drop to the floor beside him, my hands shaking as I grip his shoulder, shaking him gently, whispering his name over the pounding music. His eyes are shut, face slack, completely out cold. Heat creeps up my neck as I feel the weight of strangers' stares, their curious glances burning into me. I'm frozen, embarrassment and panic twisting together, when Jake appears at my side. His voice cuts through the noise, calm but firm, as he helps me prop Ryan against the wall, out of the way. I'm a mess, stammering about what to do next, my hands still trembling, but Jake just shrugs, saying we should let Ryan sleep it off for a bit. He presses another cocktail into my hand, his tone low, almost too steady, and I take it without thinking, the cold glass grounding me as I sip, desperate for something to dull the edge of my nerves. I'm barely processing the chaos when I feel Jake shift closer, his presence suddenly heavier, more deliberate. His arm slips around my waist, the warmth of his touch sending an unexpected jolt through me, sharp and electric. My breath hitches, but I don't pull away. I can't. My mind is racing, a storm of conflicting thoughts tearing through me as Jake and I step out of the restroom, my legs trembling beneath me like they might give out any second. My mind is a tangled mess, guilt clawing at my chest, confusion clouding every thought. What just happened in there? It's like a secret burned into my skin, a moment of weakness I can't undo. I can't even look at Jake as we make our way back to the bar area of Neon Pulse. I keep my eyes fixed on the sticky floor, the flashing lights blurring into streaks of color. The noise of the club hits me harder now, the thumping bass and shouting voices suffocating, pressing in on me like a weight I can't shake off. Every laugh, every clink of a glass, feels like an accusation, like everyone around us knows what I've done. We find Ryan still slumped against the wall where we left him, his head tilted back, mouth slightly open, completely oblivious to the storm raging inside me. Seeing his peaceful, drunken face sends a sharp pang of shame slicing through me. He looks so vulnerable, so trusting, and here I am, carrying this awful secret. I want to drop to my knees and beg for forgiveness, but how could I even begin to explain? Jake doesn't hesitate, though. He steps forward, all casual confidence, and helps me hoist Ryan up, slinging my husband's arm over his shoulder like nothing's wrong, like the air between us isn't thick with unspoken tension. I force a smile, my lips tight and unnatural, as we half-drag, half-carry Ryan through the crowd toward the exit. I can feel eyes on us again, but this time I don't care. I just want to get out of here, away from the noise, away from the memory of Jake's touch still lingering on my skin. The cool night air hits my face as we stumble out to the car, but it does nothing to clear the fog in my head. We manage to get Ryan into the back seat, his head lolling against the window as he mumbles something incoherent before drifting off again. The drive home is suffocating in its silence. Jake's behind the wheel, his jaw set. It's late, way past midnight, and the house is cloaked in a heavy, oppressive silence. I'm standing in the kitchen, the dim light above the sink casting long shadows across the counter as I pour myself a glass of water with hands that won't stop trembling. Ryan's still passed out on the couch in the living room, his breathing deep and steady, completely unaware of the storm tearing through me. I can hear the faint rhythm of his snores, each one a reminder of the trust I've already shattered once tonight. My chest tightens with every breath, the weight of what happened at the club pressing down on me like a stone I can't lift. I take a shaky sip of water, the cold liquid doing nothing to soothe the fire of guilt burning inside me. Then I feel him before I hear him, Jake, stepping into the kitchen behind me, his presence filling the room like a shadow I can't escape. He stands too close, the heat of his body radiating against my back, and my grip on the glass tightens. His voice comes low, a murmur that sends a shiver down my spine as he asks if I'm okay. I can't meet his eyes, can't face the intensity I know I'll find there, but I don't step away either. My feet are rooted to the floor, trapped by something I can't name. The air between us crackles, thick with unspoken words, and when his hand brushes my arm, light but deliberate, my breath catches. Then his fingers graze my cheek, a touch so gentle it's almost cruel, and I'm drowning in a tidal wave of guilt and desire, the two warring inside me until I'm dizzy with it. I know I should say no, should push him away, but the word sticks in my throat, suffocated by the pull I can't resist. We don't speak as we move, as if words would shatter whatever fragile thread is holding us together. We slip upstairs to the guest room, far from where Ryan sleeps, the distance a feeble attempt to shield him from this betrayal. The door clicks shut behind us, and in that small shadowed space, the world narrows to just us. I'm standing in the hallway now, the guest room door behind me, my heart pounding so hard I can feel it in my throat. Jake just left, slipping out into the night without a word, leaving me alone with the echo of what we've done. I stare at the front door he closed behind him, my eyes locked on the wood grain as if it holds some kind of answer. My mind is a relentless loop, replaying every misstep, every moment I could have stopped this, should have stopped this. The weight of my choices presses down on me, heavier with each passing second, and I can't move. I just stand there, frozen, the silence of the house wrapping around me like a suffocating fog. Eventually, my legs carry me back to the living room, each step feeling like wading through quicksand. Ryan is still there on the couch, sprawled out in a deep, oblivious slumber. His face is so peaceful, so innocent, it cuts me to the core. The dim light from the hallway catches the soft lines of his features, and I can't help but think of all the mornings I've woken up to that same face, full of trust and warmth. My chest aches as I grab a worn blanket from the armchair and gently drape it over him, tucking it around his shoulders. I sink to the floor beside the couch, my knees hitting the hardwood with a dull thud. Tears spill over, hot and unstoppable, streaming down my cheeks as I whisper, "I'm so sorry, Ryan." The words are barely audible, swallowed by the quiet, and I know he can't hear me, but I say them anyway, as if speaking them might lessen the burden I'm carrying. I sit there for what feels like hours, my hands clasped tightly in my lap, staring at the rise and fall of his chest. How am I supposed to face him tomorrow? How do I look into those trusting eyes and act like everything's okay? Like I haven't shattered the foundation of everything we've built? The thought twists my stomach into knots, and I press my palms against my eyes, trying to block out the images of tonight that keep flashing behind my lids. But they don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoyed this story. This will help us create more engaging stories for you.